a Pulitzer Award. We are the largest paper in the state, and I am a good reporter. We can do this. The problem is that it may create some negative publicity for our parent organization, American Electric Corporation. Let's analyze this. The public and business want honest dealings. Likewise, the public and business do not like dishonesty. No one likes fake news or cover-ups. Many reporters have investigated environmental toxins with varying results. If we tell our story, we can earn both a Pulitzer Prize and public favor. We'll get our money back. To tell the truth or to lie by omission is the next question. George Orwell, in his book 1984, said, "In times of universal deceit, telling the truth is a revolutionary act." Abu Bakr said, "The greatest truth is honesty, and the greatest falsehood is dishonesty." Henry S. Firestone said, "I believe fundamental honesty is the keystone of our business." There are changed priorities in journal roles. The public wants to know the truth. The public and those doing business are angry with cover-ups and omissions. There's a story, according to an article from Journalism entitled "Journalists Shifting Role Perceptions When Covering Public Health Crises," that was published in 2017. It states, "Findings suggest that journalists' roles shift when covering health crises versus non-health crises, towards a role of public mobilizers, towards classifying risks, and from a watchdog to a more cooperative role." This means that the public wants reporters to be on their side, tell the truth, and help them protect their health. A piece of evidence is a $30 million lawsuit against Oregon top state officials claiming they covered up the state's tax record of environmental protection. The story is that Portland residents put a $1.2 billion class action lawsuit against a local class makeover concerns about toxic pollution. There was arsenic and cadmium and other potentially toxic heavy metals that were released from Bullseye plant in southeast Portland over decades. The lawsuit alleges Bullseye knew or should have known that it has and is emitting significant amounts of toxic materials. The result is billions of dollars in lawsuits due to dishonesty. If we omit to tell our story, we are lying by omission and the public will not like it. The DuPont's deadly deceit story is another piece of evidence. Quote, "On October 7th, after less than a day of deliberations, the jury found DuPont liable for Bartlett's cancer." This is an individual agreeing with the defendant that the company had for years negligently contaminated her drinking water supply in Tupers Plain, Ohio, with a toxic chemical formerly used to make its signature brand of nonstick coating, Teflon. Stephanie Bauer was a reporter who investigated toxic algae. Her story was similar to ours, except with a different toxin, and it was in the water supply. The public response was one of interest and concern for health. They sought truth. So, what is new and different in the reporting industry? Trump. Trump bypasses the news media and goes directly to the public. NBCnews.com posted this: "In the fight against what Trump has decried as fake news about him and his administration, his team has launched its own version of events, taking the president's frequent laments about a lack of media focus on jobs, the stock market, and the economy and turning it into a weekly video posted to Facebook focusing on just that. In conclusion, we need to tell the story. We need to tell our story or someone else will. If we tell the truth about hormones in hog feed that may lead to human health problems, which is our story, we can avoid deception or the perception of deception. We need to be concerned about the community, the public, and businesses we deal with. Mistakes only cost you when you don't acknowledge them. The story needs to be told. If we will tell our story, we will save money in lawsuits and negative publicity. Remember, people want to work with somebody who feels shame or who worries about the perception of others. Dishonesty is something we don't like in others, said Franz de Waal. We need to tell the story.